Imagine a world where robots are not just machines made of metal and wires, but living hosts that can actually get pregnant and give birth. Sounds like something from a science fiction movie, right? But what if I told you that this idea is no longer just fantasy? Recently, Chinese scientists have claimed a breakthrough that could change the way we think about life, technology, and the future of humanity. For the first time in history, a robot has been designed with the ability to carry and deliver life. This invention challenges everything we know about the difference between humans and machines. It raises deep questions. Can a robot become a parent? Can technology cross the line between artificial and natural life? Stay with me as we explore how this extraordinary creation came to be and what it might mean for the future of our world. China has always been at the front line of futuristic science. From artificial intelligence to advanced robotics, their scientists are pushing the boundaries of what is possible. One of their most remarkable projects in recent years has been the development of the artificial womb. This technology was first created to study how embryos grow outside of the human body. In this system, embryos are placed in a controlled environment where everything, like oxygen levels, nutrients, and temperature, is perfectly maintained by machines. At first, it was only seen as a tool for research, but the idea quickly evolved. If machines could provide a safe space for life to develop, then why couldn't a robot become more than just a caretaker? Why couldn't it act as a mother? This question led to a bold experiment, designing a robot that could carry an embryo, monitor its growth, and eventually deliver it. For the scientists, this was not just about creating life artificially. It was about reshaping the very definition of life itself. Now you might be wondering, how can a robot even get pregnant? The process is very different from human pregnancy, but the idea behind it is fascinating. Inside the robot, scientists have built a highly advanced artificial womb system. This is not a natural uterus, but a carefully engineered chamber that copies the conditions of a real pregnancy. The robot is designed to control every tiny detail: oxygen flow, nutrient supply, waste removal, and even temperature, so that the embryo inside grows in a safe and stable environment. Instead of a natural conception, the embryo is placed into this chamber by scientists. Once inside, the robot sensors constantly monitor every stage of development. If anything goes wrong, the robot can make adjustments instantly, keeping the environment perfect for growth. In this way, the robot does not become pregnant in the human sense, but it plays the same role, acting as a host and protector for new life. This is the step where machines start to blur the line between being just cold technology and becoming something closer to a living caretaker. So how does a robot actually give birth? The process is nothing like natural childbirth, yet it serves the same purpose, bringing new life into the world. Once the embryo has fully developed inside the artificial womb, the robot carefully prepares for delivery. Its system monitors every detail, making sure that the conditions are perfect before the final stage begins. When the time comes, the robot gently opens the chamber and safely removes the newborn life form. This might be a biological baby, or in some cases, a synthetic hybrid designed for research. The entire process is clean, controlled, and precise. Unlike human birth, there is no pain, no risk of complications, and no unpredictability. Everything is handled by advanced machines and artificial intelligence. In this way, the robot takes on the role of a mother, carrying, protecting, and finally delivering life. It's a process that seems almost unnatural, yet strangely natural at the same time. A machine that can bring life into existence. This is where science begins to look like something beyond our imagination. This breakthrough is more than just a scientific achievement. It could completely change the future of humanity. For centuries, the ability to give birth has been something deeply human, something natural and unique to living beings. Now, with this robot, science has crossed into a new territory where machines are no longer just tools, but creators of life. This technology could transform medicine. Imagine a future where people who cannot have children naturally can still experience parenthood through robotic pregnancy, or where endangered animals can be saved by placing their embryos inside robotic wombs. It could even allow scientists to study early development in ways that were impossible before. What was once only seen in science fiction is slowly becoming reality, and it opens doors to possibilities we have never faced before. But with such a discovery comes questions that are not easy to answer. If a robot can give birth, who is the real parent? The machine, the scientists, or the person who provided the genetic material? What does it mean for the child born this way? Are they the same as any other child, or will society treat them differently? There are also fears. Could this technology be misused? Could it lead to a future where life is manufactured instead of cherished? Some believe it could threaten the natural bond between mother and child, while others argue it could bring hope to families who had none. These questions show us that this invention is not just about science. It is about humanity, ethics, and the values we hold. When we look ahead, the possibilities of this technology are both exciting and unsettling. If robots can carry and deliver life today, what could they do tomorrow? Some scientists imagine a future where robots are able to give birth not only to biological babies, but also to hybrid forms of life, creatures that are part biological and part machine. Others suggest that robots might one day give birth to other robots, creating a cycle of self-replicating machines. This could change the way we think about family, society, and even evolution itself. Imagine a world where human reproduction is no longer limited by biology, where life can be designed, nurtured, and born entirely inside artificial systems. It might help solve global challenges like infertility or population decline, but it could also lead to ethical dilemmas we are not yet ready to face. The truth is, once a line like this is crossed, there is no turning back. The idea of robots as parents could shift from fiction to fact, and our definition of life may never be the same again. We have always thought of robots as tools, machines created to serve us, to make our lives easier, to follow commands. But now, Chinese scientists have taken a bold step that blurs the line between machine and life. A robot that can get pregnant and give birth is not just an invention, it is a turning point in history. It forces us to question everything we thought we knew about nature, technology, and even ourselves. The idea may sound exciting, or it may feel terrifying. For some, it represents hope for new possibilities in medicine, science, and family. For others, it feels like humanity is playing with forces it may not fully understand. Whatever side you take, one thing is certain: this is only the beginning. So I leave you with this question. If robots can create life, are they still just machines, or have we just witnessed the birth of something entirely new?